So I do want to dive into the competitive nature in you. And where do you think this stems from? And what can you give the listeners a little bit more of an idea of the competitions that you're doing, not only in volleyball, but we're talking about with everything going on?
Well, I think I definitely got it as the youngest child. Just always being around my siblings wanting to play and do stuff. So I needed to figure out, okay, if I'm going to join them, I'm going to be as good as them, or I'm not going to cry if I lose. So I think that started at a really young age. And nowadays it's just, especially during COVID, I mean, we had a group of all Division I athletes together for 4 or 5 months, and it was just brutal. Because we would play Uno, and then we'd play golf, and then we'd play how many times can you throw a water balloon and not let it pop, or how high can you throw this water balloon. Just the games were endless, and we're super into pickleball now. We always play with our aunties, and we do not go easy on them. We are, if you can't handle it, then that's on you. But it's scary how competitive. Right now we're playing Seton, which is really, really fun, but definitely a couple nights were caused lots of fights and haven't spoken for a couple days after Seton.
Everyone at the household, you guys definitely have kept yourself occupied when there was nothing to do. And the competition actually sounds kind of fun. A lot of these things out here, Kupono's side, of course, very enthusiastic when he came on the winning end of the stick. And then I would hear all of the complaints and the grumbles when it did not go so well. So it was like, oh, this is a lot of fun that you guys are having. Now, on that note, I have to ask your side of the story. Who's more competitive, you or Kupono?
Oh my gosh. I feel like I obviously want to say him, but I know it's me. I already know it is. I'm a sore loser. I'm definitely a sore loser. I'll totally admit that. If he loses, you'll hear about it for the next 2 hours though. Like, oh, I should have done this instead of this. And you did that and I should have done this. And like, okay, you lost, just suck it up and let me, rub it in your face. Yeah. But then when we both lose to someone, then we're both kind of doing the same, like, oh, you went easy on them or you did this. Why did you tell them to do that? I could have won if you didn't do that. So yeah, yes. I think both equally competitive.
Yes, that must make for some great, like you said, competing in all different types of games, activities, sports, and all of that.